Hi, I'm Buck. I'm here with WARQ today to talk to you about the WARQ Pro helmet and all the things that it does better than I think anything that's been released to the market thus far. I spent a tremendous amount of time doing very dynamic force-on-force training. One of the greatest drawbacks to that training were the artificialities associated with some of the gear. Some of the deficiencies that we found were fogging very badly, and what that translated to was that you were constantly considering the gear that was supposed to be protecting you and robbing again from that training. Fogging it seems like such a simple thing, but the way our brains work is we're largely visual processing machines. That's what a human does, right? And so when something is very close to your eye and it's causing you a problem, such as not being able to see, not only does it attack realism, but it creates anxieties and all kinds of things. I can't tell you the number of times in training when I'm trying to communicate, or when I was trying to communicate with someone or they were trying to communicate to me, if the safety gear was bad, I would constantly pick them up, pick the goggles up, or move my glasses, or pull something down from my face in an unprotected environment. In other words, where someone could shoot me with a Sims round or something along those lines, and I'm putting myself in real danger. And I clearly remember digging projectiles out of teammates' faces because we were willing to do that to get the training. Okay, so let's talk about what makes this thing do the magic that it does. So this has an anti-fog coating on the lens, but this takes a much more systemic approach. So little things like how far the steel mesh that's designed to protect you from projectiles protrudes from your face to keep it from reflecting up into the lens. That works exceptionally well. Also, if you look on top of the helmet, it's got pretty good venting, which is also protected from the projectiles, as I said. That's going to allow that heat to come out, protecting the lens. And then you have these ventral vents here that do the exact same thing, and they're of course backed as well. It's a very open environment inside of the helmet. If you've ever worn a helmet or a motorcycle helmet, sometimes it feels a little claustrophobic. This doesn't feel that way at all. And what that translates to is you can hear and be heard exceptionally well because of that open nature, all the venting and so on that this is built into this helmet. The 210-degree field of view is very wide, and so there's this very natural need to look around, right, to maintain situational awareness or spatial awareness. If you don't have that, the effects on training are dramatic and drastic. The certifications exceed all of the requirements for any popular marking rounds on the market. And I'll tell you, from the standpoint of someone that's worn a lot of this gear, this does not feel like the first generations of safety gear that we had. Most of them felt like toys, to be honest with you. What this feels like is a very high quality helmet, and it affords the operator a tremendous amount of confidence that this is going to actually clearly stop anything flying towards their face, which is a big deal. It's designed specifically for law enforcement and the military. This is not something we've kind of hammered into place. This is something that was from the drawing board, created for us to use to make our training better. If you'd like to try one out, go over to warqhelmets.com and you can work out a T&E. You can also see all of the available colors and all of the lens treatments that are available. Again, I think it's a fantastic piece of kit. I think it does a great job. It's a long time in coming. Our training has evolved. It's about time that our equipment has evolved with it, and I think this is probably a good example of that.